very excited to see so many of you with us today. Sorry for a little delay. We were setting up everything. Together with me, we also have Marius, our CDO.
Hi, everyone. I will be with you very soon, just setting the camera.
So for new investors, just to let you know how it usually goes, we have a presentation with specific topics to be discussed. So for today, we'll mostly focus on the current marketing strategy as well as the general update about the project, about the growth. We will specifically discuss the social media growth, which was really enormous and still continues to grow, as well as the general strategy and the MoveX. So this will be something very, very exciting. We'll also discuss the platform development update, mainly AI safety audit release, which will go live in 2 hours from now, and the future roadmap. And we'll conclude, just as usual, with the AMA session. So as for the overall update with regard to marketing, so as the whole community and ourselves can see, the last week was really, really good to the project with regard to the overall growth. We were able to attract more than 5,000 new investors just in the last couple of days, which is very, very impressive. And I would also like to thank the community, because it's also possible thanks to your help, thanks to to spreading the word and so on. A big factor was definitely a press release, which made it to the top 1 spot on Google with regard to the organic search. So it will stay there, I believe, for a very long time, and we will continue with this approach. So today, as you know, there will be Bloomberg release. It will go live, I believe, in 1 hour from now. And we have been also exploring the approach with regard to paid ads. And this was really fruitful, for example, for our Facebook page and for our YouTube page. We've gained many new subscribers, many views, which then were converted into actual investors. So combining the organic growth from the utility of the platform, combining this with press releases and paid ads seems to be a very good approach, and we'll continue doing that. So just to show you some stats, how it looks like. As you can see here, the audience has started getting a very good traction. We have many returning visitors, so people who have probably not yet invested in the project, but are tracking it. Or we can say that people who have invested in the project but want to, to stay updated. Many new visitors as well as new users of the platform. As you can see, over 100K sessions on the website, which is really, really good. So the growth has started going exponential, and I'm really happy about this, because this is only the very beginning of the promotion here. As you can see, also very impressive growth with regards to Twitter. And digit growth. The same thing goes for the YouTube video. We managed to get almost 70K views for the video on our YouTube channel, which is really, really good. And I believe that a big part of the traffic came from YouTube as well, as well as the Nasdaq article. The growth is really as you can see. Almost 100K% growth with regard to page likes on Facebook and so on. The idea here is, to get exposure also on channels which are not that popular on BSC and in crypto. On BSC, Telegram, Discord, YouTube, I would say, and Twitter are our main channels, but we also want to cover other ones like Facebook and like YouTube, but with another approach. So this has been really, really effective. So I think I can now give the floor to Marius.
So I'm gonna need your help There will be also some screenshots here. So Michael, please help me with the screenshot with the slides. But I'm excited to announce we made it. We are launching today a very long-awaited feature, the new redesigned AI safety audit, which will help you see the 360 view on the 360 degrees view on the safety of the token of something that you want to invest in. So this is a tool that was very much awaited in the community, in the BSC and beyond, because the problem is that there are still so many shady tokens out there. There are still so many scams and rug pulls. This hasn't unfortunately stopped yet, and our mission was at least also initially to. It continues to be to prevent that from happening. So we were showing you the brand new version of the tool that will mitigate and remediate these events in a way more comprehensive way than it used to be. So as some of you remember, we already have launched the AI contract audit. You can still use the old version for the next couple of hours, but after that it will be replaced by the new AI safety audit that will help you analyze not only the contract but also other important factors that go into go into the score that shows how safe the token is. And currently we are collecting the data from various data points, financials, holders, liquidity pools, contract, and we're collecting that. Then AI calculates the score that says how safe we believe that the token is based on analyzing this numerical and text information. So you will be able to do this in just a couple of hours. You will be able to analyze the tokens that you hold, something that you may be interested in, something that you are looking or was recommended to you. You will be able to see all of those things. So as you can see, I will just very briefly go through how this works. You will see the overall score that is based on the subscores of four distinct audits. For the financials audit that looks at the buy tax, sell tax, how the numbers look like, the prices, how it changes, how it fluctuates over time. You will be also able to see the all-time high, all-time low of a token. You will be able to see the average price, the max transactional amount, the taxes, and if it's possibly a honeypot, so if you are able to sell the token at all. Then you will also see holders. Do we have a slide on holders?
We can go to the next slide. So this is about the financials. Yes, very well said about the overall audit. Just let me add one more thing to that. That previously we were analyzing the contract, and it's still a part of this solution. But basically, we want to, as Marius has mentioned, provide you with a full 360 degrees view of a token safety. So going to holders, Marius, I think you can explain this well. So go ahead.
Yeah. So this is a bit more advanced view. It will show you how exactly is the token holdings distributed across different holders. You will be able to see how much worth is the value of a particular holder. So this is kind of similar to what you can see on the BSC scan, but way more detailed. You will be also able to see what is the distribution overall. So how high is the probability that the team owns some of the tokens. You will be also able to see the liquidity pool. So how safe is the liquidity pool? Where is it kept? Because some of the tokens keep their liquidity pool unlocked, and this is frequently used to perform some funds extraction. So you will be able to see this as well. But you don't even have to look into it if you don't understand it. The AI will automatically derive the right score from these small values. And it will show you if we believe that this is something that is relatively safe, or if it has some serious points that you need to look into. This is basically a redesigned version of the old contract audit. It's a bit more user friendly. It also detects more issues than it used to, and it looks at the source code of the contract. So if there are any special exceptions that the token teams have left in the code. So do you think, Michael, that this new version has some new things that will be important that I forgot to mention? Because I try to get a bit more technical. Maybe you will be able to shed a look at it from like an investor point of view. What would you like what would you look at if you were to do such an audit? The other slide shows something else. This is actually some other token that has a very poor distribution of holders. So probably the wallet owner holds too many of the tokens, so they will be able to dump it. That's why the score is so low.
Yeah. So basically, from the investor perspective, I always look not only, on the overall, let's say, health of a token with regard to the contract, but most people look, at the community as well, and so on. But here, I think that the biggest problem is that you need to spend a lot of time to go through, each token, ask people out. Someone mentions something like, okay, guys, this includes a mint function. Guys, watch out, this might be a honeypot. So many factors to track, as you mentioned. So financials, what's the buy tax, what's the sell tax, what's the issue with holders. Sometimes, a single wallet can hold like almost the majority of the whole supply. And it's also worth to mention that it's not only the total supply, which is important, but also the circulating supply. So sometimes when there is a big burn, for a token, it can become difficult to track what's the real percentage of holdings. So I believe that this tool analyzes almost most of the let's say important factors when going for a token from a safety perspective. So just to sum it up, you can have a very quick look how it looks like from the perspective of the growth. If this is a good point to entry, usually you have to calculate it yourself. Okay, it's already 10x from the launch and so on. Here you have this calculated automatically. So this is a very handy thing. You can always track the buy and sell tax in real time. So imagine, there's a new launch, developers try to change it and so on. This can be a thing. For example, the sell tax is normal, but 1 hour later it's suddenly 99%. You can track this in real time. So this is very important thing from my perspective, at least.
Mm-hmm.
This is financials. This is a very, very essential factor, but holders is another thing. So when I invest in tokens, on BSC, because obviously tokens, on Binance and so on are a little bit different, but here, even a single holder can have a big impact. So it's important to track this as well. And with this tool, you will be able to do that. View the circulating supply, so basically also track the burn and so on, as well as view the contract code. So from my perspective, this is enough, to on the very early stage of investment, get to know if this is safe or not. Obviously, always do your own research before committing more funds. But I guess that this would be enough to cover almost everything. And Marius, I just want to ask you one question. What do you think was the most difficult part to implement from the technical perspective with regard to this tool?
So, well, getting the data was pretty tricky. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but the data sources that are out there are very, very fragmented. The sources that we are using are sometimes unreliable, so we had to come up with our own data sources that analyze the blockchain, which was extra work. But I would say, getting meaningful information from all of the data points that we currently have, because we have all of these numbers, right? You have like the number of holders, you have the top holders, some distribution, and so on. it was really tricky, and we spent significant time figuring out what would be the best way to turn this raw data, because you can go to BSC scan or whatever for some of the information. Some of them you will have to calculate by hand. But what's really important here is how it really translates to safety. So that was the trickiest part to implement, and I believe that it's actually the most important thing, because at the end of the day, looking at all of this information still takes a lot of time. That's why we have this overall score. For example, this particular token has a very unhealthy holders distribution. It scores well on the financial side. I mean, the taxes are on the high side, but this is fine as long as you know it. It's your decision at the end of the day. Liquidity was also all right, but the thing is that the holders, the top holder or the contract owner, I'm not sure which one, held significant amount of tokens. So even if the contract is all right, if the financials, the taxes are fine, it's not a honeypot, it still doesn't mean it's a safe investment. Because what if this top holder, which holds like 50% or more of the tokens, suddenly dumps? I mean, that's actually what happened with Squid Game. On the contract side, they were fine, but first of all, they were a soft honeypot, and the other thing is that they held almost all of the tokens. So in the new contract audit, the new safety audit, they would fare very, very poorly. So what else would you be looking for, Michael, in terms of beyond having this tool? Do you think there is more things you would recommend?
Okay, so some Telegram issues. So basically, I guess the best way now would be to release these to our community. I'm really excited to get to know what you think about it. From my perspective, from my personal perspective, this will be a tool which will allow to really have a great overview of a token. You won't have to spend so much time on researching everything. Yeah, but basically, just to sum it up, I'm really excited to share this with the community, and even with the previous version of the audit, it helped so many people that I'm really looking forward to it. But the AI safety audit charts, so features which we released so far, are only a very, very small thing in the grand scheme of things. They will help a lot with regard to marketing. So even at this point, we are talking with a few YouTubers, including bigger ones, to use our tools for their reviews, including charts and the audit. But let's move to the next part, which I believe is what's really exciting during this AMA. So Marius, go ahead.
Yeah, just to add on top of that, so some of the YouTubers actually said that we are basically giving away static audits for free. So I think that's a pretty strong value proposition. This feature will remain free for the time being. Maybe in the end we'll add some paid advanced features, but for now, just enjoy it. Stay safe on the BSC, on the blockchain. It's thanks to you guys, but there is so much more. So I hope you liked what you have seen so far. I hope that you have seen that we have made some tremendous progress from just a vision to something that actually works, that provides value. But even then, I think you will be really blown away by what's coming very soon, which is MoveX. This a bit cryptic name encompasses really a lot of things, but it's a very serious version, a very serious vision. So basically, it will transform MarketMove to a whole new level, and it will make us grow beyond the limitations of the Binance Smart Chain, the Ethereum, and so on. So this is something you definitely haven't seen before. It will be I don't think I will go beyond the scale by calling it a technological groundbreaking revolution. The entire blockchain ecosystem is very fragmented, it's missing, and it needs it really badly. So to achieve that, we will combine the technological AI expertise, the technological advantage we have thanks to the partners that we are in a very advanced discussions with, and a long-term coordinated marketing strategy. Our mission, again, I will not go into too many details, so if that disappoints you, I'm sorry. We're gonna need a couple of weeks to bring you something very, very concrete. But the mission is we want to redefine how the value is exchanged across the blockchain universe. So this will be combined with the rebranding and redesign. So the value proposition, the white paper of MoveX, is something you should definitely be awaiting, because this is way bigger than anything we have delivered so far. This exceeds it.
Okay, so I just wanted to add that if you've been satisfied with the progress so far, so with this you will be blown away. We don't want to disclose too many details because of the competition, but we will release everything in a few weeks with regard to the whole value proposition, strategy, and so on. And we really want to take MarketMove to the next level. I believe that this will really be revolutionary. As Marius has mentioned, we will combine the AI expertise with our partners we are in contact with, and I guess you will be really happy with what's gonna come. So yeah, that's MarketMove X or MoveX, let's say.
That's MoveX.
Yeah, MoveX, and we can go to the last part, so to the AMA session. So if anyone has any questions, so please raise your hand.
Hey, I got you this time. I just wanted to first off say great work on everything so far. I've been very impressed with the project and thoroughly satisfied with the type of help that I've seen amongst the community. So great job there. Also, I'm a little late. Could I get a quick summary on what y'all talked about prior to MoveX?
Yeah, we have basically spoken about the marketing update. So how far we're really going with the influencer marketing right now. That we have grown a lot during the last couple of the couple of weeks, and that's basically it. Michael, do you want to add something? It was a bit more detailed on your side, so I was kind of very deep in the code. Right, he dropped, but yeah, we had a marketing update. You will also get the summary after the AMA, and so that's when you can catch up with the recent updates. I think it should also be uploaded on the YouTube.
And after we spoke on the marketing update, we went in detail about the safety audit and how that expands upon the our initial audit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope you can hear me well now. I've switched the microphone. We'll also upload this AMA session to YouTube as always, so you can rewatch it. When
yeah, just said that. So
yep. Okay, so I guess we can go for another question.
I actually had one more, if that's okay.
All right, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I saw something mentioned in the chat about possibly an NFT chart coming in the future. Is there anything y'all can disclose about that, or maybe is that cool during these AMA sessions that any of us have been a part of the project could find out about that?
Yeah, this is a very good question. It's not, a definite sign on the roadmap. It's something that we're looking very well into. We want to grow also on the NFT part because it's developing so fast. It lacks a lot of analytical tools. We will see how the demand will grow over the time, and if we see that the community really demands the NFT charts or any tools around NFTs, we'll include that in the roadmap. For now, the decision isn't yet made.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Antonio. We're going to bring in Damon Cheesley. You might just have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
I first of all just want to recognize the whole team, the platform that you're building, the work that you're doing. It's so user-friendly, I can't even consider the technical stuff behind what you're building. I think it's fantastic, but just want to thank you guys for the time you take with these sessions. It clearly comes across like how passionate you are and dedicated you are. So, just generally thanks for coming and creating something great, allowing us to be part of it. And your commitment really comes through on these sessions. So just wanted to say a big thank you to you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's all thanks to the community. So huge kudos. Is there a question you'd like to ask?
Just in regard to MoveX, I know you can't speak about it too much, but is there going to be a deadline set for when you release that, plan to release it, or is it at the moment just a broad few weeks away?
Yeah, let's stay at this. So we don't want to set the deadline, because the most important thing is that it's very well clearly communicated and that we know what can be done and what can't. And this is unveiling pretty fast, but we want to release it once we have everything tied, and then this will happen. But I wouldn't expect it's gonna take very long. So I would conclude with soon, but not so long.
Okay, thanks very much for taking the time with these sessions, guys. Seriously, thank you.
Thank you for attendance.
Yeah, just wanted to thank you guys for doing these AMAs, and also to ask you, as we're seeing the number of investors expanding so rapidly, it actually made me think about just the team over at MarketMove. Are you all planning to expand the team, and in what areas might we be looking to expand your team in the future?
Well, let me try. Yes, we are expanding. We are hiring basically on the technical positions in the front end development, as well as the back end development and Solidity, and also the marketing team is hiring as well. We're looking for people that are experienced in the social media. We haven't announced that yet, because we are also working on this, but we are hiring, and the details will be soon.
Hey guys, thanks. Just a kind of follow up on MoveX, right? It's kind of a bit of a tease. So we hear something about cross chain and not much else. Is there anything else you can share at all?
Well, let's maybe reiterate on what I have said so far. So MoveX will be a solution that will be independent of the chain that it's working on. So if you want to call it a cross chain, I guess that fits the definition. So it will not be on the BSC, the Ethereum. It will just work beyond the boundaries of a particular chain, and I think it's very important because this is very fragmented. So I hope it kind of helps. But yeah, we're working on the definite vision, because then I think we can go with the proper marketing, and then we can be also a couple of steps ahead of the competition.
Yeah. Does that have anything to do maybe with like layer 0 that was mentioned in a previous interview?
Possibly not.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything you're doing. Seriously. You're killing it.
BMC, you got a question?
Yeah, sorry about that. Quick question about the angel investors. You guys had mentioned that there are potentially angel investors coming in December, and the expansion to Ethereum. Any update on what that's looking like?
What I can say is this is a part of the MoveX vision. So especially the Ethereum bridge, as I said, it's a solution that will work beyond the chains. So that includes Ethereum, but again, I cannot disclose that many details into it. And just stay tuned. When we release the vision, everything will be clear. It's kind of crosses itself, like the organic marketing as well as YouTube, with our product placement deals. So the idea is that we will be not only just promoting our platform, token, and whatever, but also just the YouTubers will be using our tools, the chart and the AI safety audit, while reviewing other stuff, other tokens that are worth investing, so that people will get to know about MarketMove. Even when they will be actually learning about some other projects, or basically the general condition of the market, which is also something that will bring attention, that will make sure that MarketMove eventually becomes a household name, or MoveX actually, in the future. So that's something that takes some time, but this will grow exponentially. It already started. We can already see the curve, and it will only go better from now on.
Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you for all the hard work I need a confirmation. It's not a kind of question. You're saying MoveX is going to be rebranding, right? It's not going to be another platform from MarketMove. And also, will Move going to be used, or is going to be a new token called MoveX?
All right. Yeah. So first of all, no, rebranding is helping, let's say, cement the vision behind the MoveX and that we're transforming. But yeah, actually, this will be, how to say it? It will evolve our vision way beyond what we currently have in the roadmap. So that's how I would say. As for the token, no, what you're currently invested in will still remain the token that will be the, let's say, currency of everything we're doing at MarketMove right now and in the MoveX in the future. So you're very early in something that will become very big.
That's all. And thank you so much, guys. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
All right, Prabhu Aditya.
Yeah. Hi, sir. How are you? Yeah, I'm from India. And sir, can we know what will be the target we can expect before the end of December or quarter one?
Are you asking about the price?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I wish I had a crystal ball, but I don't think I can answer the question. Michael, do you have a prediction?
Yeah, I can take this one. So basically, I really recommend for you to join our price discussion group. There are some good predictions there. As a development team, we want to focus on the value, on the utility, expand our marketing growth, and don't want to chase specific prices because, as mentioned previously, this is the project which in the end makes the price grow, not the other way around. So so to answer your question, we don't have
and can you please explain when will you bring out the staking?
So this will come along with the bridges. And Marius, I think you can also add on top of that if you want.
Yeah. So basically, staking will be also explained in the MoveX vision that will be released very soon, because staking will also be a part of the MoveX.
Yeah, just exactly. Just please remember
thank you.
You're welcome. Just please remember, maybe just to add one more thing, that currently the tokenomics supports reflections. So this is basically a very similar approach to staking. If you hold tokens, you get reflections, so additional tokens from every buy and sell. And some investors already have gained a lot from this, from just holding. So this is already something we have in place, but the regular standard staking will come.
Yeah, very spot on. And I think it's very important to mention. I mean, obviously, the staking is on the roadmap. Let's make it clear. That being said, reflections are actually a very good, let's say, predecessor of the future staking functionality, and I think it has a pretty sweet APY. So holding Move for the long time for the reflections is something a lot of people enjoy, and I think it's good to remember about this. So if you're a holder right now, you're not missing out. I would say, on the contrary, you're very early in a project that's growing very fast and very big.
What's up, MarketMove team?
Very good. How are you?
Hello. Good. Thank you.
Doing excellent. I just want to say,
awesome.
I know a lot of people have been thanking you, but thank you guys so much for such a wonderful project. And I even shilled this project to a really, really, really wealthy guy in my area, and he's a very big crypto investor. He even has a coin himself, but he's his only regret was, why didn't you tell me about this a few weeks ago? Why are you telling me about this now? But he's like, nevertheless, it's still a good project, and he's planning on investing in it. But one other thing that I want to say is a lot of the people in the price and chart analysis group, they keep complaining and saying, why is there a bot or something that keeps making 5 and 10 million sales automatically? And I just want you guys to clear that up, just so that every time they ask, we refer them to this part of the video, and we don't have to explain it to them. It's already been explained by the developers themselves.
Yeah, so I can take the first part. Maybe just to thank you and your friend, for the interest. You're still very early because this is the very beginning of the project. As mentioned, I believe that the new approach, MoveX, along with the whole new marketing strategy, rebranding, and partnerships will be the thing which will really take the project to the next level, and maybe not even to the next level, but to the, let's say, 10 levels above. As for the second part of the question, so the 10 and 5 million cells here. So Marius, I think you can take this over to explain.
Right. Yeah. So first of all, just to remind everyone, the marketing efforts, the platform you have built so far, the team and everything, is supported. What I mean, like the team that we have hired, everybody that works on this project, that spends their time and is paid for that. We have a pretty big team right now, and we're only growing, and all of the marketing, YouTube, and so on. It's financed from the marketing wallet, and that's why there are a couple of reasons for those. So basically, after a certain threshold of collected tokens from the taxes that you pay whenever you buy or sell, currently there is 0% buy tax for some time now, but typically there is 7% buy tax and 18% sell tax. And the tokens then get swapped with these 5 and 10 million transactions. They get swapped into BNB, and there are a couple of reasons. One of this is the marketing wallet from which we fund all of the activities, and the other reason is swap and liquify function that strengthens the liquidity pool, which means that the token is less vulnerable for with the less vulnerable to the changes of the price. And I think if you're following the chart, sometimes people do a pretty big buy or a big sell. That also happens. The chart isn't as affected as it would be in the beginning of the project because it's constantly strengthened. So these are all of the mechanisms that are built in the contract that we have, the token contract. There is a white paper on the website. You can take a look at it. I think it should be updated, but basically that's how it works. So this all serves the purpose of growing the project and also keeping the price strong and safe. I hope this explains it. Yes. And I didn't get too technical. Michael, what do you think? The mark is this clear enough?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I can just maybe sum it up that a big part of it, and I say that the most part of these transactions is the auto liquidity function, which is called swap and liquify. That's why we have healthy liquidity, and from the very beginning, even like bigger cells did not affect it that much, and it's part of the tokenomics. Also, with each transaction like this, there is burn happening. The additional thing here is that it also depends on volume. So we've done a few analysis, and basically it does not have any impact on the price. Where there is lower volume, there are sometimes hours where there are no transactions like this, and also this is only triggered by sales. So basically, this is something that both supports the liquidity and the project itself. And this is, very common thing. The same thing was, for example, in SafeMoon. The only difference is that they are not doing, let's say, smaller transactions, but waiting for a specific threshold and so on. This is basically swap and liquify, and we will be also, happy to answer this question to new investors, because obviously this is very important, to be transparent about everything. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, after releasing the safe audit, is there any planning for checking the only MarketMove holders, or anybody we can see the safe audit, use the features?
I'm not sure I quite got that. So you're asking about the safety audit, but what was the actual question?
Yeah, anybody can use the safe audit, or only MarketMove holders only for using the features?
Right. Yeah. For now, it's open to everyone, because we also are using that as a lever to grow our community, the number of the people that are using the platform, as well as the holders, the exposure to holders that haven't heard about us previously. So right now it's free of charge for everyone.
Okay, when it's implementing the only MarketMove holders for using the platform, any planning is there?
This will be a part of the future roadmap. Basically, the first feature like this will be the trading feature. That will when you will be using the trading feature, you will have to use Move as the currency to cover the commission for the trades. So that's when you will be able to use Move inside the application. But right now, you are receiving the reflections in the future that will be staking. So the utility is here already, just not connected to the platform yet.
Yeah, any planning for Android app, Android iOS?
Yeah. So basically, the way we design the application is mobile friendly. So you can use it with any phone, any browser, any modern browser, any modern phone, relatively modern phone as well. We did this design to make sure that it can be used as widely as possible, so that no matter if you're an Android user or like iOS, whatever you really want to use, you can use MarketMove right now. So we don't see a point right now just to release the dedicated application, because how it would really differ from what we're currently offering on the website, and which frankly rather focus the development on the new features, on making sure that everything is offered at the highest quality, that there are constant improvements. The development time is very tight. I can tell you this. I don't think we have ever worked this fast, because getting an application in 2 months, it doesn't happen that often. That being said, I don't think we're considering an application at the moment, but if the demand will be strong enough, why not? It's just you can use it on the browser, so you can. So why just not keep on doing that, and through Trust Wallet, through DeFi application.
Hey guys. So my question is related to the DEX that I keep hearing people mention in the chat, or rather seeing people mention. So what I'm wondering is is the plan to create somewhere that people would be hosting liquidity, or is it to interact with the existing liquidity pools like PancakeSwap? So more of a front end interact.
So in the first version, it will be mostly interacting with the other liquidity pools, because technically there is not such a big of advantage of starting another liquidity pool, because I have actually done an analysis. It may be worth to post it somewhere, but I would say around 85 to 90% of all liquidity that is out there is in the PancakeSwap, at least on the Binance Smart Chain. So instead of trying to replicate the PancakeSwap, we will be able to trade on the existing liquidity pools. But what will be unique is that we will be able to get you the best price across all of the pools, across all of the exchanges. So sometimes it's more. You can get more tokens or more money for your tokens if you go through the indirect route. So, for example, if you first exchange them to BNB, then to BUSD, then to Ethereum, whatever, and we will be able to use AI to get you the best price, to set the orders, the limit order, the stop loss order, so you will be able to protect your funds and then get the best price as well. So this is competitive, and that's why we want to focus on working with another DEX for now. As opposed to having our own DEX. But then again, the MoveX has more to say on that, because that's a different story.
Excellent. Yeah, that's honestly just what I wanted to hear. When I kept seeing people mention the DEX, I was like, well, that's just not practical to create new liquidity pools. So
people. Yeah, people would not be really using it. I mean, I don't see a point in doing this. You have right now, I think, 30 to 40 liquidity pools. I mean, the liquid, let's say, Uniswap clones that are out there in the BSC, like PancakeSwap and so on. So there is just no point in creating another. And hardly any people are using the other ones, to be honest.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, like you can already use the resources that have been built and then create.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, awesome. So that answers my question. Thanks a bunch.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Drangus. All right, let's finish it up with Blake F. All right, Blake.
Hey guys, sorry I'm at work, so I only here for like 10 minutes, so I probably, maybe somebody was already asking those questions, but just in case, gonna double check it. First of all, hi everyone, and great lunch, and happy to be in this community. Just wanted to check if you guys planning for like to get up to those serious exchanges like Crypto.com or something like this, or for now this is not the main goal.
Michael, that's
I can take over. So this is a part of our roadmap to go to serious exchanges. Ultimately, also Binance. The thing is, that rushing with this is not always a very good idea. So for many projects, it's only a hype factor. We want to actually make this matter, to have big volume there, and so on. So just to answer your question, this is in the roadmap, and we are already in contact with a few, let's say, exchanges from the top 10, top 15. But ultimately, the goal is to get to Tier 1 exchanges, because obviously this brings a lot of exposure, in exchanges like Crypto.com or Kraken, KuCoin, and so on. So these are definitely our choices, and I believe that in the long term with MoveX and what's gonna come here, this will be definitely the case. And maybe just to add one more thing here is that even if we will have some features which will include the centralized exchange and so on, this is still not a blocker for us to get listed on centralized exchanges. So a good example is the Crypto.com token CRO getting listed on Coinbase and so on. So that's definitely in the roadmap, and just to maybe not disclose too much, but we are already in contact with a few ones. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is very well said, and getting listed on the top exchanges can bring you tremendous exposure. But you have to do it right, because you really have kind of one shot for this. So we want to do this right, and when we're gonna do this, we want the impact to be significant, tremendous. That's
okay, sounds good.
Yeah, that's why the biggest exchanges make sense, because then you're actually going to have lasting, trading volume on those exchanges, as opposed to just getting a, quick pump and that's it. That's what we really look for here.
I saw this on a roadmap, definitely. So I thought maybe the things got changed, and you guys moving a bit faster, because from what I see, I'm not sure if that's your marketing working so well, but most of the cryptos the last days, they was down kind of, and the MarketMove was growing like crazy, and I pretty like it. So like I said, I'm not sure if that's your, marketing move or something didn't go by the plan. You was expected this, but now it's even better. So I thought, things go a little bit faster. That's why I was asking for exchange.
Yeah, there are a lot of things.
Yeah,
go ahead,
well,
Boris.
thanks again, guys. I appreciate for answer, and holding until the end.
Thank you very much.
So much. Just to comment on
Canada with you.
All right. Yeah. Thank Canada. What I just wanted to mention, that you have spotted very well that we have at least a couple of times. So yet we have grown when the entire market was dumping. And well, you can have hypotheses. Obviously, the marketing is very important here, but I think it really boils down to the essence that when people find out about us, they actually see that what we're building has a purpose. It has a vision. And it's not just some another meme coin or whatever. It's something that actually has a vision. It has a potential, and that's why they keep on investing even when the market is down. People are not just moving the assets away in fear that everything will come crashing down as they typically do in the other projects. Well, this is let's say this is happening in like projects that don't have this clear purpose, that haven't delivered yet. There are a couple of projects that started very well, that were very promising, but just didn't do anything, and the investors kept flocking away. So that's at least my hypothesis. Michael, you may have some different opinion here. I think it all matters. All of the pieces matter here. But
exactly, I agree, Marius. There's a lot going on behind the scenes with regard to the platform marketing and the exposure. But as Marius has said, the ultimate goal is to provide something valuable, a platform which will not only benefit the users here, but also support the token and the price of the token. And this is what we are going for. This is why we listen to the community, to the feedback, and we keep adjusting the platform, we keep adjusting the roadmap, because we really want to make this household name, which will definitely take some time, but we are going for big things, and I believe that with the experience of team members we have on board, just to mention, that we have guys who previously worked at Intel, Capgemini, and companies like that, on top positions, we really can make this happen. It's great to see the very early organic growth combined with the marketing here. But this very specific moment now is only the beginning of the project. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna come with MarketMove X, MoveX here, as well as other very important factors in the following months. So yeah, thank you very much. And Marius, if you want to add something to that, please do. And I guess we can conclude the AMA with this.
Well, I think we're good. So I hope that what we have said so far has kind of brought you closer to where we're currently at, what's in store for the next time, for the short term and for the long term. And I wish I could tell everything I wanted to tell about MoveX, but this is gonna take some more time. Not so long. Don't worry about it. We will not keep you waiting forever. So just stay tuned, enjoy the process, and we'll see you again very soon.
And for short term, in 10 minutes, I guess we can call this a short term. There will be Bloomberg article coming out, as well as AI safety audit release. So we are really looking forward to your feedback. The article will be promoted. So the same thing which happened with the last press release, which boosted us a lot. So I guess that in a few days, this will really bring us some exposure. Yeah. Thank you.
That was a question I wanted to ask. When Bloomberg? But I guess it is happening.
Yeah, this is a very small piece, but as you know, everything adds up in the end. So all the efforts, even the ones from like 10 months ago or something, everything adds up, and we will continue doing that. So thank you everyone for attending today's AMA. Looking forward to the following weeks, months, and years to come. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
talk to you soon. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.